You know what Oprah and Martha Stewart have in common, besides building million-dollar empires? You will never see them waiting in line at a gas station convenience store playing scratch-off tickets. Coincidence? Of course not, darling. Gwyneth Paltrow does not stop at Walmart at 2 in the morning to buy discounted bread, and I am certain that Kim Kardashian has never shared a table at a dive bar complaining about life with friends. Because when you discover where the wealthy go and where they never set foot, you understand exactly what is keeping you from getting there. Have you ever noticed there are places where you never see successful people? Places that seem to drain the energy from anyone who wants to prosper? Today I am going to show you 10 environments that people with a poverty mindset love to frequent, but that wealthy women avoid like they are toxic. And it is not snobbery, darling. It is strategy. If you want to learn to be rich and finally escape the life of someone who maxed out their credit card this week, subscribe to the channel, hit the notification bell, and leave that like. Because today you are going to discover the secret codes of wealth that nobody tells you about. Block 1. Gambling establishments and lottery venues. First place, lottery outlets and any gambling establishments. Darling, have you ever stopped to think why you never see a millionaire woman in line at the lottery counter? Is it because they are too lucky or because they are too smart? Listen to this story. Last week, I ran into an acquaintance of mine at the lottery place. She was there with 3 small children, spending $50 on Powerball tickets. $50. That could have bought school supplies for the kids or invested in online training. But no, she preferred to dream about hitting it big. The result? 0. The children continued without their supplies, and she continued complaining that she has no money. I only gamble if the prize is a millionaire husband or a private island. Otherwise, my love, I prefer to bet on myself. The difference between me and you playing is that I play with other people's money. If I lose, tough luck for Mr. Millionaire. Slot machines are entertainment for those who have not yet learned that the biggest jackpot is a stable union with someone from Forbes magazine. Gambling is like trusting an ugly guy. You know it will go wrong, but you insist. Then you cry and still leave without a new purse. Do you really want to be rich, or do you just want to keep pretending you are trying? Block 2. Chaotic farmers markets. Second place that poor people love. Farmers markets during peak hours. Saturday morning farmers market? That is the equivalent of a fashion apocalypse, darling. Sweaty people pushing carts smelling like fish and shouting vegetable prices like it is an art auction in Monaco. Have you ever seen a rich woman competing for space in a crowd that looks like a zombie invasion? I do frequent the market near my house, but there is a difference between going strategically and throwing yourself into chaos. I go on Thursday morning when it is organized. I can choose the best products without stress and without looking like I survived a civil war. The Saturday morning market looks like a battlefield. People are shouting tomato prices with the same intensity as announcing the Pope's arrival. Loud music coming from 3 different stalls creating a symphony of desperation. And there is always that person who cuts in line like they are running to save their own life. A rich woman does not compete for space in a crowd. She chooses strategic times, has relationships with suppliers, and prioritizes quality over saving pennies. You will not see me fighting over a mango at 10 o'clock on Saturday morning, looking like a supermarket gladiator. Have you noticed that overly crowded places usually mean empty accounts? Block 3. Complaint circles and dive bars. Third place. Conversation circles where the agenda is just complaining. If you love to sit in dive bars to turn your frustrations into theatrical spectacles, you are sabotaging your own prosperity mindset. Listen to what happened with a former friend of mine. Every Friday, she gathered work colleagues at a bar for what she called group therapy. 3 hours talking bad about the boss, complaining about salary, criticizing the company, dissecting each colleague's personal life. It was like a reality show, but with no prize at the end. At the end of the year, when they opened positions for promotion, guess who was not even considered? Her. The energy you put into complaining is energy not being invested in solutions. While you are there distilling bitterness, someone is at home studying for the next opportunity. Small people talk about people, great people talk about ideas, and rich people talk about results. I prefer to dine with women who talk about plans, investments, opportunities. When my friends start complaining too much, I change the subject or change tables. Block 4. Gossip environments. Fourth place. Any environment where the main entertainment is talking badly about others. Have you noticed that those who live on gossip never prosper? It is a universal rule, darling. While some are spending mental energy analyzing other people's lives, others are building their own lives. It is like choosing between being a protagonist or eternal commentator on other people's soap operas. Gossip is like a banking app for someone who is in the red. You keep checking obsessively, but that does not change the reality of your problems. I do not waste time discussing who did what. I am too busy making things happen. Are you surrounded by those who root for you or those who root against you? Block 5. Simultaneous conversations without listening. 5th place. Environments where everyone talks at the same time and nobody listens to anyone. Poverty is not just financial, darling. It is also intellectual and behavioral. Have you ever tried to have an intelligent conversation in a place where everyone is screaming? It is impossible. It looks like a convention of panicked parrots. People with a wealth mindset seek environments with few sensory stimuli, where active listening and respectful exchange of ideas prevail. If you are in an environment where they need to scream to communicate, get out of there. Your nervous system and your ability to concentrate will thank you. Rich people do not scream to be heard. Rich people speak softly and everyone leans in to listen. Speaking of wealth codes, I need to tell you about a discovery that completely changed the way I am perceived in the world. There is a course called Look Rich Without Spending Much that is at promotional launch value because the classes are being released gradually. This course teaches exactly the visual, behavioral, and social codes that rich women naturally master. How to dress, how to speak, how to behave in different environments. It is the difference between being treated like just anyone or being treated like someone important. You know when you enter a place and some people are automatically treated with more respect. It is not coincidence. They know the codes. As soon as the course is complete, the value goes up to full price without discount. If you want to be seen and treated like a classy woman, even if you are still building your wealth, this is your chance. The link is in the description. I am an affiliate of the course and recommend it because it really works. Block 6. Knick-knack stores. 6th place. Knick-knack and household utility stores. Those colorful stores where everything is cute, useful, and cheap. It is the Disney of financial mediocrity, darling. You enter to buy a dish towel and leave with a bag full of little things you did not even know you needed. It is as if the store has a spell that transforms zero necessity into maximum impulse. While you are enchanted with the $15 decorative doll, someone is investing the same $15 that, in 10 years, can become $150. Impulse buying, even if it is something cheap, is a sign of mental scarcity. A rich woman only enters these places with a list in hand and a specific objective. She does not browse stores as entertainment because she knows they are environments designed to stimulate unnecessary consumption. How many objects do you have at home that you bought because it was cheap and never used again? Block 7. Toxic WhatsApp groups. 7th place. WhatsApp groups where only tragedies, chain messages, and bad jokes circulate. The way you use your phone reveals more about your mindset than you imagine. If you wake up and the first thing you see is accident videos, religious chains, and lame jokes, that programs your brain for failure before even having morning coffee. It is like starting the day with an intravenous dose of pessimism. I silently leave groups like that. My time is too valuable to spend watching tragedies at breakfast. I prefer to wake up seeing my stocks rising and planning my next conquests. Block 8. False ostentation events. 8th place. Ostentation events by people who do not have real wealth. It is the financial illusion festival where everyone pretends to be rich to impress others who are also pretending. Rich wannabes love to get together to look actually rich. But people with a wealth mindset avoid this exhibitionism. It is like a contest of who can spend money they do not have in the most spectacular way. A truly rich woman does not need to prove anything to anyone. She avoids places where vanity and ego speak louder than common sense because she knows this attracts unnecessary attention and can even compromise security. Ostentation is for those who do not have financial security. Those who have real money invest in discretion and quality, not in shows for an audience of envious people. Block 9. Neighborhood parties with loud music. 9th place. Neighborhood parties with loud music that go on until dawn. I am not talking about organized events, but those street parties that take over the streets like a musical invasion, places where noise, disorganization, and lack of respect predominate, drain your energy and affect your quality of life. It is impossible to have thoughts of prosperity when you are being bombarded by chaotic stimuli. A rich woman prioritizes environments that contribute to her physical and mental well-being. She understands that where you put your body, you are also putting your mind. Are your environments energizing you or draining you? Block 10. Environments where envy predominates. 10th and final place. Any environment where envy is the predominant feeling. Envy destroys relationships and can even destroy lives, as we recently saw in the tragic case of the young woman who poisoned friends out of pure envy. If you feel that your success bothers the people around you, it is time to change your social circle urgently. You deserve to be surrounded by people who celebrate your victories, not who do voodoo hoping you fail. Rich people prefer to be with those who learn, grow, and root for them. Envy is scarcity energy, and scarcity is contagious. If you want abundance, you need to surround yourself with people who vibrate at the same frequency. Do the people around you celebrate your victories or look for flaws in your successes? Look what we discovered today. You are the average of the 5 places you frequent. And if one of those places has plastic chairs and French fry portions, you already know what you need to cut from your life. Every Saturday morning, I take my gourmet coffee and update my expense spreadsheet. Wealth is method, darling, because those who control money are chic and those who do not control are controlled by it. If you continue frequenting the same places as always, do not complain that your bank account also continues the same. Life change begins with environment change. Do you want to continue being a supporting character in places where everyone complains about life? Or do you want to be the protagonist in environments where everyone builds wealth? The places you frequent have shaped your mindset unconsciously. If you want to change your life, you first need to change environments. Because poverty energy is contagious, but wealth energy is too. Leave here in the comments which of these places you need to cut from your life. And if you understood that the time has come to frequent the right places, comment wealth energy. So I know you are ready for transformation. If you really want to be rich, you need to start thinking like rich. And thinking like rich includes strategically choosing where you put your energy, your time, and your presence. Until the next video, keep winning in life. Because when you understand that you can be rich, you will understand that you can do anything.